What's going on, everybody? This your boy Derek D. Wildman, and on today's video, I'm gonna post. The title is How can you be the international master on lichess? This game was played a couple weeks ago in the NBL Blitz Arena. I played the international master. His profile handle is IMJPJB2 mix. He was 25-13. I came in at 20-43, and he berserked me, by the way. And berserking is in lichess is like where you spot time to get more points. And I think this is a very, very intriguing and fun game to go over. This was played in the 3-minute pool. So when he berserked me, he started off for 3 minutes. I had 3 minutes to his 130. I ended up winning the game. It was a fun tactical game, and I'm gonna go over it for y'all. Hope y'all enjoy it. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me, like you said, on Twitch at DWildman TV. Like I was saying, this is my game against International Master. As y'all can see down here, IMJB2 mix. He's 25-13. Like I said, it was played in Elite Chess. It was played in Elite Chess, not NBL Blitz Arena 2. The game started off E4, pawn E4 for white, and like you said, he berserked me. So when we getting ready to play the game, I saw the berserk, so he played E4. So I knew when he played E4 and he berserked me, when you spot somebody, sometime you got to be quick and sharp and all that other stuff. Usually I play C5. But this time I didn't play C5, I played C6 to Carolkind. And the reason I decided not to play my normal Sicilian is because him being an international master, being that high, he got more experience, more lines, more novelties, and more knowledge of that opening than me. So I played something kind of like solid and concrete before I could come out the opening pretty good. So I played C6, which is the Carolkind. He answered with D4. Remember, I always say, fight for the center, develop your pieces, get castled. He put 2 pieces in the center, E4, D4. So if you're a Carolkind player, you're not familiar with the Carolkind. The Carolkind is like a relative of the French defense. My first move is C6, and after black make his move, I'm finna stake claim in the center with pawn D5, and that's what I did. Remember, we both fighting for the center, want to develop our pieces and get castled. So this is called the Carolkind defense. After I played pawn D5, white went EXD5, I went CXD5. This variation of the Carolkind is called the exchange variation. It's very, very popular. One of the games that I actually played this variation with white. One of the games that got me kind of like hooked on this variation of the Carolkind is in the Roman Chess Openers for White book is the Petrosian Fischer game, a very, very famous game where Fischer won that game playing the Carolkind exchange defense, and he pretty much squoze black off the board. So EXD5, CXD5, bishop D3. Remember developing his pieces. I put my knight on C6, knight C6. He plays C3, supporting the pawn on D4. Remember, I'm just developing my pieces. Knight F6, bishop F4. Now, during this time, as you can see, white had 1 minute and 26 seconds. I had 2 minutes and 56 seconds. And like I said, the Carolkind is a solid opening for black. Very, very solid. So solid for black. I apologize. And like you said, he berserked me, so I have this time advantage. So I want to keep my stuff concrete, solid, not make no positional weaknesses, flaws, no advantages. Give him no advantages in my my opening choice. And also I'm playing for the clock. Not saying I'm relying on the clock, but I feel like I'm strong enough where I can't be spotted this, and he can win. So I feel like I'm strong enough. I feel like that's a tough spot. So bishop F4, and then instead of playing the normal line, as you can see, which was bishop G4, I played G7, G6, and I think that kind of threw him off just for a couple seconds, but immediately he played knight 1B2. Remember, you want to develop all your pieces. Bishop on F4, bishop on D3, get castle as soon as possible. The reason I played G6 is because I'm finna put this bishop right here on f5. And that's what I did, bishop f5. Because I'm also fighting for the center also. And this is a strong light square bishop. And something was taught to me is you try to trade your opponent's pieces, his strong pieces off, to make the game easy. And this is a very, very strong bishop. And I want that bishop like completely like off the b1 h7, b1 h7 diagonal. So I'd rather have that bishop gone. Like if he stepped back or moved the bishop back to e2 or b5, and I got control of this diagonal, I'm gonna feel comfortable in my position and more easier into my game. He traded bishop x f5. I took back to g pawn. True, after I played g x f5, I got double pawns, but I think these is good double pawns. I also got control of the knight on e4. I can put a knight on e4, have it supported by this pawn and this pawn, and also I can play e6. So there's, to me, in certain scenarios, good double pawn. So I think that was a good double pawns. He went knight gf3. I play e6. He goes h3. When he played h3, maybe I was thinking about probably like a g4 break, but you know, I continue my development. Bishop f8, bishop from f8 to d6. All I'm trying to do in this game, as you can see, is just trade material down to keep the position like equal, you know, equal, not complex, not dynamic, very, very simple, because I have the time on my side in this game. Remember, this is an international master. He berserked me, so his moves have to be sharp, concrete, dynamic, on point. You know, one mistake, one small mistake on him, I can take advantage of the position and win the game. So bishop d6, bishop x d6, queen x d6. Look at this position. We both got knights. And rooks on the board. There's no bishops. You know, there's kind of like no imbalances. So I'm okay with this position. And I think from this position here, I can kind of see all his plans. And remember, he spotted me 3 minutes to 1:30. I mean, he spotted me 1:30 to 3 minutes. So I have the time on my side, and I have the extra time to kind of look and see, you know, what is he doing. So he plays queen e2. That move was kind of shocking. I guess when he played queen e2, I immediately thought he was going to castle queen side, maybe even put a knight here on e5 and support it with f4 and bring the other knight back here to f3. After queen e2, I brought my rook to g8, just to put my rook on the open file, because I knew I wasn't going to castle king side, just to make an annoying move. He played g3. I immediately put my knight on e4. Look at my position. Knight on e4, centralized knight on e4, protected by f5 and d5. My queen's sitting good, and actually I didn't castle in this game, but my king is pretty much safe in the middle of the board. I don't see my king being in any danger. So after I played knight e4, castle queen side, I went rook c8 instead of castling long. Put my rook immediately on this the c file with the king on the same file. Maybe some threats of knight to b4, pushing some pawns and starting out an attack. He immediately moved the king to b1. I play a6. The reason I play a6 because I'm going to try b5, b4, break this stuff down, kind of like what you do when you play the queen's gambit with white, a minority attack, and you know, start me an attack. Now I feel like I have the aggressive position, and I can start an attack, and I feel like white didn't have no plan. So he traded knight x e4, I traded fx e4, the knight went to d2. I went b5, continuing my plan of trying to play b5, b4, attack the c3 pawn. He went a3, I went knight a5. The reason I went knight a5, cover this square. He went g4, I went knight c4, immediately went knight c4. This is a strong knight, it's posted. If he trades this knight off, I'm probably gonna trade back. Had this open b file, and I felt like, you know, I was comfortable in this position. He went knight b3, I went pawn a5, he went f3. Trying, I guess, break my pawn chain down, I went e3. Look how strong this knight is. He went knight c5, and I think this is where I played the move that probably shocked him and won the game. I played rook x c5. I did a positional sacrifice, and the reason I played this positional sacrifice is because this knight is strong. This knight is real strong on c4. real strong on c4. It's holding this e3 pawn down, and I also can continue my attack. And also remember, he's spotting me. So he dx c5, queen x c5. Look at the position. Look at his rooks. Look at his rooks. They're not active. Look at my knight. It's strong. Knight is help protecting his pawn on e3, which is in front of the queen. Queen kind of protecting this pawn. If you try to play b3, that weakens the pawn structure here. So I like my position, and this is a very, 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 very strong knight. He went pawn f4. I brought my king up to e7. The engine don't like the move, but remember, it's blitz. It gives me the valuation of me minus 1 point playing black. It likes immediately b5, b4, but it's blitz. The reason I played king e7 because I was gonna just bring my rook over to b8, support that and push. b5, b4. He went f5, opening up my king side. I went rook b8. He went fx e6, and I captured back. Now the position is kind of like wow, in my opinion, because my king, he has an open like f5. Maybe he got a chance to probably like putting a rook on f1, the queen, and playing on the f5. So I really have to be careful, and we're still running on the clock. So fx e6, rook goes to f5, which I knew was gonna happen. I went b4, immediately continuing my attack. cx b4, ax b4, a4. That was a good move. Look at the time. He has 50 seconds to my 2 minutes and 23 seconds. And I'm up very, very good on the engine. And this is where I think I blew the game. The engine got b2, b3. I played knight a3. The reason I played knight a3 check was because I looked at the clock when we was playing, and I figured like, hey, this position is complicated. It's wild. Let's open it up. And I feel like I have enough time, and he's not going to be able to analyze all these positions with 50 seconds. So knight a3 check. He didn't capture. He played king a2. And after king a2 was played, I didn't move the knight back. I went pawn b4, b3 check, cutting off the squares for the white king. King a1. Excuse me. The engine got knight c4. I didn't play knight c4. I played knight c2. It's not the best move, but it's an okay move. King went to b1, and then I want my queen to b4. Reason I went my queen to b4 is because I want to hit a4 and then try to come down here a2, or maybe a1 checkmate. So queen b4, he went queen a6, protecting his pawn, trying to stop my plan. I brought my rook to b6. As you can see, rook b6 was bad because I had e3, e2 forking rooks, probably game over. But like you said, this was played in the blitz game. I went rook b6. He went queen a7 check, rook b7, queen a8, queen a8. He got the threat of coming here, queen f8, winning the queen, rook b8, queen c6, still protecting the pawn. So I played knight a3 again. Look at the time on the clock. He got 27 seconds to my minute 58. So I just went knight a3 check. He captured this time. I immediately swung my queen to e4, check, king a1, queen e5, king b1, queen e4. Not playing for a draw, but I didn't have a plan, and I was just trying to come up with something, trying to just kill some time on his side. King b2, queen e5 again. He played queen c3. I traded queen x c3, king x c3, and then e2. It took me some time to see this combination, but like you said, this was played in the National Blitz League Bullet Arena e2. I'm gonna get the exchange, my piece back. We're gonna be even. I got a pass pawn, and then I got 2 center pawns after this, so I still feel like I'm comfortable. And also, International Master JB2 Mix got 18 seconds. Rook e1, I capture, he capture. I play b2, pass pawns always got to be pushed. Rook b1, then I just bring my king into the game. King d6. Actually, the position is equal. But, during that time, I'm feeling like I'm going to win with 15 seconds. He played a5. I brought my pawn to e5. Pass pawns got to be pushed. a6, d4, king c2, I played rook a8, rook x b2, rook x a6, king b3, king d5, rook f2. Remember, passed pawns has to be pushed, and I'm just going to keep pushing my rollers or dog walking them down the center. e4, rook f8, e3, rook d8 check, king e4, rook e8 check, king d3. Just simple, just pushing my pawn just down the board. h4, rook b6 check. Just a simple check, and maybe even, like you said, he got 5 seconds on the clock, and maybe setting up, you know, king and a rook checkmate. King a4, e2, g5, king d2. There's nothing he can do to stop me from pushing this pawn queen in, going up the exchange. The rook got the king pinned over to the a file. He only got 2 seconds. This game is pretty much over, but he was a good sport. He played it out. h5, our queen, he captures. King x e1, king a5, rook b1. He resigned. I just want to go back, and you know what I'm saying, I just want to go back to, I think, what was the key position in this game for me, and look at it, because actually I made some mistakes, and you can look at my mistakes that I made with me on this YouTube channel. So after e4, f3, e3 was good. The knight went to c5. Rook x c5 was a good move. That was a good move. Pawn x c5, queen x c5. Position looks equal. f4 was good, as you can see from the engine right here on Stockfish. King e7, f5. I'm winning, clearly winning. Minus, you know what I'm saying, 2.1 on the black side, and I'm playing the black pieces. Rook b8 wasn't the best move. Wasn't the best move, as you can see. Immediately, like you said, I wasted time, and you heard me say this on my other videos. When you sacrifice the exchange, you gotta hurry up and complete your attack, and I didn't in this move. Actually, I played the slower move, rook b8, which kind of made him, if he played with correct play, you know, he still had, you know, good chances. So that was a mistake on my end. I should immediately went b5, b4, rook b8, fx e6. I captured. Rook h f1. b4 is good, as you can see. Look at the valuation. ax b4, ax b4, a4, b3. b3, I should have played b3. And let's just go over this line, looking at the engine. So b3, computer got rook d3. So let's go. Now I got queen f3. It's going back and forth. Let's take some time to see what it likes. So actually, it likes rook d3, and after rook d3, got me going back to a7, hitting this pawn here, threatening, you know, checkmate, and then it got giving the rook up the exchange. So that got me clearly winning. So that was a mistake. I missed b3. I played knight a3 check. Like you said, I played it because, you know, I was in a time rush. I'm trying to kill time. But let's take some time out and look what would happen if bx a3 was played on white end. Bx a3, I'll take with check. Let's just look at king a2 is the best move. Oh, rook b2, winning the queen. Okay, so knight a3 wasn't so bad. Let's go back, look at knight a3. Let's go back and look at knight a3, bx a3, bx a3, maybe king a1, queen c3. That's game. So knight a3 wasn't bad. You know, I just played that move because it felt right. Knight a3, we know b3 was a good move. Knight c2 was not the best move in that position. Knight c4 was. Bringing the knight here, and it got queen f3. So let's analyze queen f3 and just slide my queen here, and it's gonna give him the check on the f5. Where it got the queen going? Queen f7 check. So let's go queen f7 check. I'll slide up, and it got him giving up the rook here. I guess my threat is coming here. a2 check, king b1, queen a2, and then queen b2 checkmate. So far so good on my end, even though I missed some I missed some key moments, but my moves wasn't that bad. b3, knight c2 is not that bad. It still got me winning. King b1, Queen b4 is still good because I'm still trying to slide over here and come down here. Checkmate. Queen a6. Rook b6. Rook b6 is the move. Rook b6 is the worst move on the board. I'm not going to say the worst move on the board, but once rook b6, look at the valuation. The position is clearly equal. So rook b6 is the move that I played. But like you said, this was a blitz game, and I'm just going over it, you know, the game with the subscribers, the people, the viewers, you know, see what I can improve. But rook b6 was clearly the mistake that I played because the position is equal. I'm completely got him busted. e3, e2 was the move. Pretty much game over. So after I went rook b6, he played queen a7, check. I stepped up. The engine got queen a8. He's playing the correct move. I went rook b8. He went queen c6. So queen c6 right here is the blunder for white. Queen c6 because I go right back up to 3.8 in black favor. And then I went knight a3 again this time, which is a bad move. I shouldn't have played knight e3. The engine just got bring the queen back to b6. This is how you improve your game. Going over your game with the engine, seeing the best lines, and I'm just showing you what I do, and I'm going over with y'all. Like I said, if you have any comments, feel free to comment. Make sure you subscribe and send some comments in the links what you think about my channel. So queen knight a3 was bad because the position is equal again. He captured queen e4. Looked like I got drawn chances. Looked like he missed out on the draw. King a1, queen e5, king b1, queen e4, king b2, queen e5. He didn't have to play queen c3, just king b1. King b1, and I don't have nothing. Looked like all I got is a draw. So with accurate play, probably with more time, he at least had a draw. So after king b2, queen c3 was the blunder. Queen c3, e2, get my piece back. Rook x, pawn captures d1, promoting the queen. He takes. b2 was another move I blundered. I should have just immediately played e5. Kept rolling my pawns. I don't know why I played b2. b2 has a position completely equal again. That was another blunder by me, as you can see. Rook b1, king d6, position still equal. Instead of playing a5, got him immediately capturing this pawn. Rook x b2, and I can't even take. I have to play d4, tactic of d4, maybe king here. And let me see, can I trade rook x b2? No, I cannot trade, because if I trade off, I'm losing. So I cannot trade. So after that, king c2, rook here, rook b4. And the position is pretty much like equal. We still fighting it out. So let me go back, cancel. So b2, rook b1, king d6, a5. I play e5, a6. Was a mistake. a6 shouldn't have been played. Just capture the pawn. Just capture on b2. a6, d4, king c2, rook a8. And pretty much after that, it looks like the game over. This is your boy Derek D. Wildman. Thanks for following my YouTube channel. Subscribe. I hope y'all like the content. Leave y'all some comments, give me some feedback. And this is how I beat an international master on lichess and the NBL National Blitz Arena on Monday night. Thanks. Have a blessed day. Be safe. God is good. I hope you enjoyed the video.